Good morning, this is Kellerland on the go, with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Somerset police are looking into gunshots fired in a local mobile home park.
Authorities say it happened early Monday morning in the Pine Hills Mobile Home Park. Investigators say multiple rounds were fired in the area and a red SUV left the scene before law enforcement arrived.
No injuries or damages have been reported. If you have any information, you're asked to contact Somerset police.
The person who sold pills to a 15-year-old girl who then died from fentanyl poisoning was sentenced to 20 years in prison on Monday.
19-year-old Uda Ambi Kobaba received the minimum sentence for distributing fentanyl to Vermilion resident Kelsey Orr in December 2023. Orr died from a fentanyl overdose.
Her mom, Jenny, said she was expecting this sentence.
I do appreciate that we did set a precedence today, but not only did we get the minimum of 20 years, but the judge took into effect that we do need to rehabilitate.
Digital reporter Gracie Terrell was in the courtroom. You can read the full story in a KELLOLAND.com original.
A 35-year-old Sioux Falls man is in jail following a series of thefts.
Police say Kenneth Holland committed one crime after another on Friday morning and left behind a trail of damage all across the city.
So the car was found on fire. Then he went and stole the Chevy Impala from the gas station, broke the window of a business downtown, and then went to another gas station, left that stolen car, and then stole the city bus and drove away with that.
Employees with Sioux Area Metro tracked down the bus so police could make an arrest.
Holland faces several charges, including grand theft, reckless burning, and escape.
Well, now let's get a check on this morning's weather with meteorologist Brian Carstens. Good morning, Brian.
All right, good morning. Our forecast here today, back to summer weather. It looks very warm this afternoon. Temperatures are likely back to 91 in Sioux Falls, 87 degrees in Aberdeen. We've got some haze in the skies, too. 92 our high in Rapid City, 95 in Phillip, and 93 in winter. So stay cool the best you can. But tomorrow, cooling off. Thunderstorm chances are coming back for parts of our region. We'll explain the details coming up.
Thank you, Brian. The Tai Ashimbomb Foundation hosted the Summer Classic over the weekend at Lake Ponset.
The two-day event annually features golf and fishing tournaments and raises tens of thousands of dollars for a variety of causes. The list includes scholarships for young cancer survivors, Make-A-Wish sponsorships, and global missionary work.
Tai was a wish kid himself after being diagnosed with leukemia at age 15.
If anybody was ever the person to know what these kids are going through, it's Tai Ashimbomb and his family. And they are the perfect people of South Dakota to represent Make-A-Wish. They're the perfect people in South Dakota to represent these kids that have a little struggle in front of them. And what a great example for those kids, Tai Ashimbomb, the guy that's been through everything, and to be able to give these kids hope and challenge them to be the best they can be in their future.
After donating $100,000 to Make-A-Wish South Dakota and Montana in April, the Tai Ashimbomb Foundation has now given nearly $320,000 total to the nonprofit.
If you'd like to make a donation to the foundation, we provided a link with this story on KELLOLAND.com.
A scaly South Dakota resident is celebrating a major milestone this month.
A giant Aldabra tortoise named Orville is turning 120 years old. The other tortoises are 62 and 37 years old.
Officials say tortoises can live anywhere from 120 to 150 years. These tortoises live in the tortoise yard at the Reptile Gardens in Rapid City.
The human resource director talked about what the tortoises mean for the zoo.
They are probably the most popular thing out here. I think a lot of people, when they come out as kids and then come out again as adults, this is probably one of the many things. I think it's one of the biggest things that stays with people for sure, are the giant tortoises.
In a post on Facebook, Reptile Gardens says they'll be celebrating Orville's birthday on June 26th. The celebration will run from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get another check your weather with meteorologist Brian Carstens. Brian?
All right, watching that weather today, really heating up, isn't it? With highs getting in there close to 90, maybe 91 in Sioux Falls, but that haze also a part of the forecast today. So stay cool the best you can. We're going to see the script changing, though, with the weather picture. We get into tomorrow. We're also going to have some shower and thunderstorm chances. Initially, some of that's going to run probably through central South Dakota. We're going to get to a map on that in a moment, but I do want to draw your attention to tomorrow evening. south of Sioux Falls. That's where the atmospheric conditions will be more ripe for at least the chance of some severe weather. But the good news right now, it is in the marginal category, so we're not looking at a major widespread outbreak of severe thunderstorms. And likewise, we get into Thursday, we'll continue a marginal risk of severe weather. So we'll keep that mention there. I do expect we will have numerous chances of showers and thunderstorms. Here's how it's going to play out. First today, ahead of the cold front, just plain hot. We're going to zoom up to 95 in Chamberlain, 93 in Mitchell. So hot day there. Even the far north, it's going to be in the mid to upper 80s, but the cold front will arrive a little faster. That front initially will drop south, probably even getting a little bit south of Interstate 90. Now that's important on the temperature forecast tomorrow. Also, the cloud cover to the north of the front will be thicker to kick off Wednesday morning. So I think the possibility of sprouting showers and thunder showers from Spearfish to Pier to Huron to Watertown, that scenario keeps going up a little bit here. Not necessarily forecasting widespread heavy rain, but there'll be some pockets of rain embedded within that first line. Then Sioux Falls in the southeast, we'll watch and see what happens around Yankton to Sioux Center. The heat is going to try to nudge north. We'll see if we make mid-80s there. And then watching some nocturnal thunderstorms that try to develop across the remainder of southeast South Dakota, northwest Iowa, southwest Minnesota. So that idea is still alive and well. So don't bank on one round of rain. If it misses you, keep watching the radar. There's going to be more stuff coming down the line here. And when you wake up Thursday morning, if by chance you miss all that rain, well, here comes a broader low pressure center coming out. And that's actually probably our best shot at rain going into this forecast for Thursday night into early Friday. And that's fairly widespread here throughout our region. Temperatures will be impacted by the rain. A lot of the daytime highs will be in the 70s. And then you'll notice during the course of the day on Friday, it tends to move east of us. So I'm kind of thinking right now, most of Friday afternoon into Saturday tends to be a little drier. We're not zero on the rain chance. There's maybe a hint there Saturday evening of some new rain sprouting in southwest South Dakota. But I do believe the biggest shot is Thursday. That seems to be the healthiest of the bunch here. 90s today. It's a hot day out there, not a lot of humidity. We are forecasting some of that humidity to return on Thursday in Sioux Falls with that 60% chance of rain. And as I mentioned during KELOLAND this morning, once we get to Friday morning, we should have rain gauge totals of an inch or better in much of southeast KELOLAND. Even the far north could see a good solid rain chance here. I've got the numbers there, at least 40 to 60% going into Thursday night and early Friday in Aberdeen. Beyond that, it should dry out Friday afternoon, Saturday, maybe late in the weekend. We'll watch and see how that pattern behaves as we try to warm back into the 80s. Here in central South Dakota, same idea. We're going to catch some rain chances. Those are looking better first thing tomorrow morning and even into Thursday as that main low crisscrosses the Nebraska-South Dakota border, and that'll also carry some rain chances for Rapid City, especially Thursday and Thursday evening. Check out the rest of the details online at KELOLAND.com.